So this is the way our engineer thinks, right? It's always the fun time. Yes, we learn a lot. Yes, we think a lot. Yes, we experiment a lot. But actually, it's all fun. It's not just a job. It's fun. We can spend hours and hours working. So now let me tell you what is bit. Imagine it like this. So bit comes from the binary, it's 0 1, right? So it can be either 1 or it can be 0, one at a time, just one at a time. So this is called as bit. Bit can be 1 or 0, not both. If you want to, we need 2 bits, in which 1 1 can possible, 1 0 can possible, 0 1 can possible, 0 0 can be possible. So this is the kind of the data that we are having. Like if I made something and I'm going to call this as A, this is as B, this is as C, and this is as D, it actually means 0 0 is telling me that A is given, 0 1 is going to tell me what the B is given, then C, then D, and all that kind of things. Actually, there is a code called as ASCII code, which actually encode all these letters and numbers in the binary. Well, it's not this simple as I have mentioned, but it is there for the colors, for everything. It is like a dictionary, which or translator book, which is actually helps us to convert all these things. And it is actually possible to write, when I am writing a letter A or B or 1 or 2 or something like that, it gets converted into binary in the machine and it gets encoded, and then it's get again decoded when I am able to see that. When I open that particular kind of the file, I am able to see that. Like when I something is encoded at 0 1, I open that file, I am able to see the letter B, and when I type the letter B in my keyboard, on my keyboard, it actually gets converted in the machine, the form of 0 and 1, in the form of the electricity. Surely that's why electronics and electricity is so important. If you are truly an engineer, it must go through your mind. You can work even through without that, but you will never actually be able to become a super engineer. That I am repeating again and again. So this is the meaning of the bit. Now let me tell you what is byte. So byte is actually the longer form of the bit. Byte is having 4 bits. That is called as byte. And you know how much it is? It is having the possible combinations of, let me tell you, 0 and 1, 0 and 1, 0 and 1, 0 and 1. It means each of them is having 2 possible combinations. If we multiply all of them, or simply we write exponentially as 2 to the power 4, this is 16. Now that becomes important. So it's 16 bit that makes 1 byte. Well, these conversions are important to learn, and we are going to discuss that in a great detail, that what is bit, what is byte, what is mega, what is giga, tera, and all that kind of the things, because that's what the inside of the computer body actually going on. That's inside whatever programming you are actually doing or typing or writing. It actually what is in the machine, how machine actually is thinking. Well, it's not thinking on its own, but how it is designed to think, how we are able to check that what kind of the things it is thinking about. Now the next thing that is there is actually the binary system. Well, we have a dedicated lesson for the binary system. If you scroll down this course, you are able to see the binary system, in which you can learn the detailed binary, and there are so many things that we can do with the binary, because ultimately machine understand the binary. That's the core concept, which is binary system. no matter what you use SDD or SSD, or you are talking about RAM, operating system, we are talking about the hardware, software, whichever way, whatever we are talking about, we are always been talking about a simple thing, which is binary. Binary is very important. We are going to understand and learn the entire binary algebra. We are going to learn the binary arithmetics and the conversion of the binary from the binary system to decimal system to hexadecimal system to octadecimal system and vice versa. It's very important to learn. So what is binary? Binary is set of the zeros and ones. In very simple way, for now, if anyone asks you what is binary, just say it's the series of zeros and ones. That's what a machine knows. And why that is what machine knows, let me tell you and remind you that again. We have already discussed that, but let me remind you and let's revise it again. When you switch any machine on, we are calling it 1. When you switch off any machine, we are calling it 0. That simple switching system is actually called as binary. That's the simplest possible explanation of the binary, but the most accurate one. And what is off and on? Because these are the English word off and on. It actually, in mathematical aspect or computer science aspect, it is called the binary or the Boolean algebra. We are going to learn about the Boolean algebra that works on the binary 0 and 1. Boolean is what binary actually can do. So that is the Boolean. So pretty much the same thing. Okay. So what we are doing is actually transferring and storing the electricity in the capacitors, in small capacitors, and storing and unstoring it is actually zeros and ones and a set of the logical sequence in our hardware. That's what the importance of the binary is, and that's how actually we are talking with the machine. I hope you have got a good idea of what is binary system. Now let me introduce you to one important thing, that is hexadecimal system. Why I have not mentioned the decimal system, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or the octadecimal system, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are discussing hexadecimal system, which is actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, A, B, C, D, E, F. In total, it's 16. Well, it's not 10, I guess. So it's 16 letters or 16 things, right? So why 16? That is the question. Why 16? Why not 10 or something like that? Let me tell you here.